pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. This fielded at the 2. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Mike 51. Watch the slant. 51, Mike 51. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Everyone got 4 down.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't...
He's got daylight. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is it. Check. 109. Exit.
Watson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready? Gun. Ready? Check me out.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Newton now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's got room. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Gun. 51. Here we go.
From the 36, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Godwin, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the...
And now look at him go. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys have now moved out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Hey, Mike 51. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Express! Go, Mike 51. Express! Gun. Hey, let's go. Come, press. Go. Let's get in there, Mike 51.
On first down, it's Newton. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Chris Godwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
The kick is good. That will tie the game. 28.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
That's it.
Tennessee.
Gun.
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Let's go.
On first down, Newton. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Complete to Chris Conley.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Newton. And he's got his man, that's Landry. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good headed.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. 2nd down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it's much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Check 99, check 99. 8. He's checking quick. Wall, get wall. Switch. Get it.
On 1st down, Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. Here's Watson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow him down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. On 2nd and 9, Watson flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Watson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go. Check 9, check 9. 54.
Now Watson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously. So they put...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I always...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From his goal line here, Watson buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Hey, watch that. 24. Mike, 54. Hey, check. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Third and long. It's Watson. This will be caught by Brown. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Joe Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. 22 yards. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. High-scoring game. These offenses continue to hum and move the football.
And I don't know about you, partner, but I'm starting to get a little winded here because watching them go up and down the field here in Denver where the air is rare, I think we need to go ask the chain crew how they keep up because they've been going up and down the field and handling this thing.
That's a good point. I feel sorry for those guys at this high altitude. Now Newton on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Kill. Gun. Kill. Turn it. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Come on, now. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counter.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as they have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Motion out of the backfield. Gun. Mike 51. Coming to you. Hey, Mike 51.
To try again after the sack. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On now is the Titans punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tariq Cohen, 34 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. You got nothing.
To throw is Newton. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards. Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Let's go, you tighten up. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 50. 54.
Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep him
down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Eric Ebron, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 45 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Express! 51. I got one.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scouting report?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Newton on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep. And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.